Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Lost Island. Now I've already done this one before, but it just wasn't up to the quality of what my guides are today. It was one of my earlier ones that I did. So I decided to take a look at this one based on your guys' feedback to go ahead and redo this one with some of the modern conveniences I have of my current guides that I've been doing for the Sedona region and later in the Carpathians and Arizona. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be using the Scout 800. Now, Lost Island unlocks after completing Water is Life in the Unshakeable Island. So we are deploying from the field operations base right here, and we're just going to follow this route pretty much to the northeast, or northwest, I should say, and then north. And we're just going to make our way right on over to the gateway. Once we get through the gateway, I will talk more about what we're going to be doing in the actual Unshakeable Island map itself. But as far as equipment goes, there are no hard requirements for this expedition. So I did bring with me a set of anchors, and because we have an explore the area up ahead, I brought with me a Kane Ishida, the drone operator specialist. So we're just going to kind of follow this path right out of the outpost right now. Right over here, and then coming through the woods here, we're going to head up to the left. And we're just going to go right through these trees. And we're just going to go right over the hills here. And that's going to take us all the way down to the water here. And we're going to go up to the left. We're going to go around these rocks. And then make our way down. And from here, we're just going to kind of follow this shoreline here. And from here, we're just going to cut up through the middle. And then we're going to follow this shoreline to the north here. But yeah, as far as the redoing guides, I'm not planning to redo a bunch of them. It's mostly just based on your guys' feedback and what you're thinking. And even myself, I went back and rewatched my guide for Lost Island, and while it got the job done, it just, I don't know, it just wasn't the same quality that I want out of my guides, and I do apologize for that one not being fully up to snuff. Like I said, it was one of the earlier ones I did, so I didn't really quite have the flow right that I wanted for these guides, and since then I have really refined my process, adding all kinds of extra information along the route and during the route, before the routes even begin. And I think this one would absolutely benefit from more of that information that I use in my current projects, like the ones that you guys are seeing in the past couple of weeks and moving forward. So this is one I really wanted to do a second pass through on this one. Unfortunately, I wanted to get this out a lot sooner than I did today, but I've been working on trying to get Sedona finished up, which is now finished up by the time you're seeing this, so. Because I was pushing out 2 videos a day for a while there, and because I was still just really getting these guides, just really working on them, I just didn't have time to, because I had to start a third actually, fresh profile in order to reset this mission so I could do it again for you guys, so. A lot of work went into this one just to get it as good as it can be, and I hope it does you guys some justice here. So anyway, we're just following the shoreline up here, and this is going to take us to the Unshakeable Island gateway. Alright, right up here you can see the break in the trees. That is where we're going to climb on up. Get off these bushes. And now we're going to go ahead and head right on into the Unshakeable Island. Alright, so now that we're in the island, this is the route we're basically going to be taking here. So we're going to head a little bit north here, and then west through the mountains, and then we're going to head all the way down through this forest. We do have to do a little bit of exploration here, which is why I brought the drone operator, at which point we're going to climb up onto this ridge. We are going to be following this ridge all the way down. There's going to be a waypoint we're going to be hitting along the way. We are going to build this bridge, go across it, so you'll want to make sure you have 75 spare parts. After which we're going to dip down over here, cut through the forest, and climb up to this upper ridgeline, where we're going to take a picture and end our expedition. So, that being said, that's what we're going to be doing. So let me go ahead and show you how it's done. So, right out of the gateway, we're just going to head straight north here. We got to go around some big rock mountains here. We're just going to head all the way down. We want to stay to the right side here because there's a big drop off right there. You can see it on the left. There it is. So we're just going to go all the way around that. And we're going to head through here, up and over all these rocks. We're going to head down this hill. We do want to be careful here. There are a bunch of just like jagged rocks here as we're making our way down here. So just take it nice and easy. Watch your truck wheels. Like that. It's kind of just taking it easy going down these rocks here. Once we get down the rocks, we're going to head to the left and make our way through the woods. Well, we got to get to the woods first, but we're going to make our way through the woods. Don't worry, we'll get there. It's okay. So we're just going to keep going over these rocks here. And then we're going to make our way down. We got another little ledge here. We're just going to kind of roll down this. Not literally roll, but, you know, just kind of slowly make our way down. And now we've made it to the woods. So once we get into the woods, there's a pretty clear path here. So we're just going to kind of follow this all the way through to the end. When we get down to the end of the woods, there is going to be a very deep mud pit that we'll have to go through. So you may need to use some winching, some low gear, some diff lock, those sorts of things to get through the mud. Now, this is just a fresh profile I started, so I only have the OS2 tires on the Scout 800 right now. I didn't bother to go unlock the mud tires or anything like that, so just so you know, like, even though it's like some deep mud, you can get through that mud pit with just the OS2 tires, and I'll show you that when we get there. So these are pretty quality tires. So I'm just going to climb over this rock here. we're just going to continue to make our way through the woods. As you've seen, there are a lot of just like up and down hills and bumps through the woods here, so I know it's easy to say like, oh, there's no debris here, I can just like fly through here. You don't want to do that. You want to just kind of take your time with it, kind of approach each bump and hill with a little bit of caution. But anyway, we get to the end of the pine forest here, and now we're going to go through this little path here. And there is that mud pit I was talking to you about right down here. So we're going to do low gear and diff lock and just cruise right through this. Like I said, this is very, very thick mud here. And once you get through that, that is going to take us to our exploration area. Okay, that's going to happen. Alright. No worries, that's why I bring anchors. Horrible bounce on that rock. Alright, so this is our exploration area. You can see up here, we do have to get up onto that mountain with the drone. And I think that's most of what we need, so I'm just going to do a quick scan around the perimeter with the binoculars here. Started rolling away on me. Alright, so we got that done. Okay, so all we got to do is we got to get up here, and then there's a little bit of spot over there. So let's go ahead and jump into the drone. Go get this spot up on top of the mountain here. Stuck on the trees right now. We got 91%. And then I did say there was a little area on the other side here. So we're just going to fly over and get that real quick. Just get right around the perimeter here. Alright, that's 94%. What else are we missing? There's a little spot all the way over by the camp and a little spot behind us as well. I want to make sure I show you guys how to get all these drone spots here. Alright, so the only thing left should be this little spot up here by the camp, so we're just going to drive up there and go get that. So we're going to be at this little crater here, so we're going to want to go around the left side of the crater. It is a little muddy down here, but it's not as bad as that little spot in the woods that we went through. So we're just going to go around the perimeter and then climb on up. Actually going to head up here. We're going to go around these rocks. just going to head right on up this hill. Got those little rocks caught under tires there. That's alright. Alright, so we're going to get up to this clearing, and we do got to get some spots back there, so I'm just going to ping those with the binoculars here. Should get it done. Or not. What am I missing still? There's just a little bitty spot back over here. That's probably the hardest part about this, is just getting this exploration area done, because it's in like a really weird spot. Alright, so with that done, we're going to head over here to take a picture of the wood totem, which is right next to our route here. Right over here in these trees. And that is just this little guy right here. Just gonna take a nice little picture of him. Alright, so next up we have to take a photo of the island. We're going to be passing by this waypoint. This is not going to be the waypoint we need. And then we're going to head all the way down over here. This is where we'll be able to take the picture. So that's where we got to go. It's pretty easy to get where we're trying to go. So we're just going to head pretty much north along this ridge line here. Now right over here we have some rocks that we're going to just kind of slowly climb down. And right over here we're going to head up to the left, and then to the right. And then we're going to head back north. And right over here, we want to go right through the gap in the rocks. Head on down. And you can see right here, that was the first waypoint, and it says, that is no good. So we're going to continue forward, and we're going to go build this bridge right here. Again, that is 75 parts to build the bridge. The bridge built, we're going to just go right on across here. We're going to head down to the left here so we can go around these big rocks. We're going to go up over this hill here. And right down over here, we're going to climb up these rocks. Now, this is a tricky climb. So we are going to utilize some winch action. So We make our way up this steep climb here. Alright, once we make it up the climb, we're just going to cut right through the woods here. And get ourselves to this big rocky clearing here. And we're going to go around this tree, kind of climb up onto these rocks here. And right over here, we're going to climb up the mountain. So we're going to follow this clearing up to the top of the mountain here. We do need to avoid the big rocks as we make our way up. No, I wanted to go this way. I was like, maybe that's a little slightly better angle, but now this is the way to go. We're just going to go right on up here. And then head down to the end of this ridge. And right over here we can take a picture of the island. So we're just looking for right here. Adjust your focus. And there we go. That is the photo of the island we need to take. And there you go. That is going to complete Lost Island. So I hope you guys enjoyed this remastered expeditions guide. I hope it helps you out a lot more than the first one, and I hope it's a better quality for you. You guys have to let me know how you like this one. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.